Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Where do you guys like to go after a hard day of adventuring?
I don't know. Where should we go?
Let me tell you about this wonderful place I found called the Red Dragon Inn.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Guess what you can do at the Red Dragon Inn, Chris?
What's that?
You can drink, you can gamble, you can roughhouse with your friends.
Is this by SlugFest Games?
It is by SlugFest Games. It is one of the best games that they have on the market. They also have a few other games, such
Fishing
as
for Terrorists?
Battle for Greyport.
The Battle for Greyport.
And High Noon Saloon.
Oh my goodness. SlugFest Games is the bomb.
Guys, go to slugfestgames.com/ETG for more. Check out their swag, check out their games.
Again, that's slugfestgames.com/ETG. Whether you're a guy in a cape,
Or Roku Sneaky.
join Chris and Rodger.
Why are you Shatnering entertain the geeky?
Guys, what's going on?
What's up, Chris?
Rodger, how are you?
Hey, we got Jason back.
Yes, we do.
Well, like it's always good when we get the crew back together, hanging out, doing things.
We got the band back, man.
So you know what? Fuck it. Let's dive into what's happening tonight. I know.
Game of Thrones.
I know. Like, here's what we need to have happen.
Epic.
We need to have Jason on next time we have Dave and Kristen on for the Game of Thrones season wrap up.
Yeah.
Jason, how excited are you for tonight's episode?
The second to last episode of any season is always the most epic. I mean, it is. We've had 6 seasons to show us that. I'm very excited. I hope it all takes place in the north. I hope it's all about a battle with White Walkers and the dead. I'm very excited.
I just
the dead.
and the dead
And the dead. I mean, they're all dead.
Like, they're gonna bring one back, and like we have 2 episodes left this season, and I know you and I talked about how, like, they're gonna wrap up the Game of Thrones this season. I don't think they're going to now. I think that's gonna have to wait till next season, because now it's getting everyone on board to fight the dead.
You got to remember though, they've got an hour of episode in the finale, right? So what they have shown us is the very last episode of every season always wraps up a bunch of critical plot points. That is what they use the final episode to do, and set up the ones to come.
But now they're going on this whole path of we just need to put a hold on this war to fight the real war. We'll go back to that later. Now, unless Cersei's going to backstab. She's already planning on backstab. You know, watching, she's very much going to backstab. You think she's preggers? You think that's a real thing, or you think she's lying?
I think either it's real or it's not. Either way, the reason for it is to manipulate Jaime.
Oh, it's all to manipulate Jaime.
Yeah. Whether she's actually pregnant or whether she's not. The point is, she's trying to manipulate Jaime.
Because Jaime came back going, we can't win this fucking war. We're dead. We're done. I saw that dragon. We are fucked.
It isn't even just the dragon. The Dothraki Screamers are some of the greatest warriors in the land. And they clearly plowed through that army of Lannisters.
Like plowed.
Yeah, they didn't even lube up first.
No, it was bad. They were like Lannister's army was like, hey, guess what? We're just kind of... The fuck is that?
Yeah, the Dothraki put on their sandpaper condoms and really gave it to them.
They just rough rode it right in, you know?
Didn't buy me dinner
pleasure.
first.
I mean,
Jeez.
It was bad.
I like to get wined and dined before I get fucked.
Oh, that was such a good episode. And last episode was a good episode because it was one of the better exposition episodes of being a filler episode. It was one of the better filler episodes that Game of Thrones has given us. Like, we saw Jaime and Midget get back together.
Midget? That's incredibly offensive.
He wears it like a badge of honor.
Yes.
It is okay.
Does. But in the show, they call him dwarf or half man. At least use one of the accurate words. Jeez.
Amp. No, you see them back together, and you see Jaime's, like admiration and love, and then just utter, like, I will still kill you, you little fucker.
He murdered their dad. I mean, whether or not Tyrion's actually a child of Tywin Lannister is yet to be seen. But he murdered him on the John.
On the John.
It was epic, though.
I mean,
he killed his hooker and then murdered his dad.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for him at that moment. Not him murdering his dad, but walking in and seeing her laying in his bed. I was like,
oh yeah, it was bad.
Well, yeah, I mean, the whole thing, when she walked into the courtroom to testify, you knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, that was definitely going way back to, I think, season 4, season 5 era. There's definitely, sadness that comes along with Tyrion's story.
well, there's sadness, let's be honest, there's sadness that come along with all the stories.
That's true.
And what I'm really liking about this season is, like, all the fans are like, oh, look, Arya comes back and she's an assassin. Bram comes back and he's, the Third Eye Raven. Jon Snow's now this just epic
king
badass.
in the north.
Right. And here's Sansa. And I'm like, haha, Sansa's just Sansa. I'm like, no. Sansa's learned to play the game.
She has.
Like she is so... Her character, I think, is at the end, is going to be the one that throws everyone in for a loop. Because she is doing things that we can't see.
We clearly saw in the last episode that Littlefinger is playing Arya against Sansa.
And I think Sansa knows this.
And I think, but that's the thing, right? I think when Arya confronts her about these things, Sansa's going to be the wiser and know that Littlefinger is the one that's actually behind it all.
That's going to be the end of Littlefinger.
I don't know if it's the end of Littlefinger. They need the veil on their side at this point.
No, once the White Walkers show up, everyone's going to bind together. The veil, you can...
But if he takes all his soldiers back to the veil...
You can off Littlefinger and still keep the veil.
I don't think that's possible.
It just takes a little bit of manipulating, and Sansa can do it. Sansa's like Cersei at this point. She can do it.
She's not
quite on
Cersei.
Cersei's
She's not...
level.
She's not as ruthless. But she can do this.
I don't think she would murder the entire, royal sept.
No, that just makes her better than Cersei. Because she would never get in that situation where she would have to murder the entire royal set.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
See? He agrees!
That's fair.
I do want to see Littlefinger taken out, though.
So bad. So bad do I want to see that.
The problem that I have with all of this is no one knows that Littlefinger was the one that betrayed Ned.
Bram does.
Well, Bran knows everything.
Yeah.
That's fine. He hasn't said anything about it at this point.
Well, I think because he knows what happens when he does.
Yeah, Littlefinger's gonna die.
He's waiting for his moment. He's biding his time because he's dropped hints of, I have no problem wrecking what you think. When he said, you looked beautiful on your wedding day, but didn't mention the crap that happened that night.
Sure.
Yeah. So he has no problem saying, I'm not part of this anymore. I've evolved past this.
Sure. He doesn't care about the petty squabbling anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So it just takes it, and that's the reason he hasn't said anything about who Jon Snow's real parents are. Because he knows.
I think that's important. I think that's something that Three-Eyed Raven needs to get involved in.
I don't think the Three-Eyed Raven's going to be the one to bust it out. I think it's going to be, Sam?
Well, sure, yeah. They definitely hinted at the little thing that Gilly was reading.
Right.
About the secret marriage between, Lyanna or Rhaegar and some unknown woman.
The fact that they're actually married means he truly is the rightful heir.
Yeah, he's not a bastard. He's not Jon Snow. He's Jon Targaryen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he was married. They were married.
I think there was no doubt, even if you didn't pick up on, because they didn't outright say that was what was going on. We don't even see Rhaegar during that Tower of Joy moment because he wasn't there. But the implication is there. So if you believe the implication is true, I don't think there's any doubt after last week's episode when the dragon was cool with him.
Oh no, we knew
because the dragon's not cool with people.
We knew that. Here's the thing. We knew he was a Targaryen. Okay, the assumption had always been that he was an illegitimate son, so therefore still a bastard.
Right.
The fact that the secret wedding was brought up and recorded means he's no longer illegitimate.
Right.
He is a true rightful heir to the throne.
Yeah, and then he's going to marry his sister.
They're not cousins.
Oh, they're cousins?
They're cousins. So it's okay. It's okay in this world to marry your cousin. I mean, come on, they're boning.
I was going to say, look at Jaime and Cersei.
That doesn't make that okay.
It doesn't make it okay, but the Targaryens kept their bloodline pure for the entirety of their reign. They didn't marry outside their bloodline.
But that's why they were all mad and stuff, though.
They weren't all mad. Clearly, they weren't all mad.
They were messed up.
Because Daenerys is not mad. Rhaegar was not mad.
Daenerys shows tendencies of going mad. Like, is she...
What, burning the Tarleys? They were idiots. They should have bent the knee. Dickon Tarly is the stupidest guy I know in that show right now. He is stupid. His entire family line is done if he dies.
Yeah.
And Tyrion even tells him that. Like, your whole house is gone.
Yeah. Honor matters.
Give it up, dog. It's over.
It was, but that was the thing, right? It wasn't like, hey, you come follow me. It was like, look, you can't win. The only choice you have is death or following me. That is really the reality of Daenerys' situation right now. There is no, she's gonna not win. She's winning the war. She will win the war.
She won one battle.
Yeah, and took out
huge
chunk of the forces from Castle Rock.
Up until that episode, she was losing the war.
I don't think she's ever losing.
She was not really...
Her entire Unsullied fleet is now cut off on Castle Rock. We don't know what's going to happen to them. We don't know how they're going to make it out of this one.
How are they going to make... What do you mean?
Boats.
They abandoned Casterly Rock.
Right, but they're surrounded now.
No, they're not.
Yeah, no, the Unsullied are surrounded by What's-His-Nuts fleet. Yes.
No,
yes.
they are not.
Go back and watch it. That was the threat. That was the whole threat that they talked about was they're now cut off.
And the Unsullied don't need the boats to get back to Dragonstone. The Unsullied are used to marching in the desert. You think they can't march across some grass? They can march. The Unsullied marched across the deserts. That's what they did. That was their homeland.
So they could definitely get across grass.
They're going to be good in this beautiful green country here. Take my shoes off and everything. This is the best.
I will say this, though.
This is easy marching.
My one complaint about this season, though, is travel has gotten really short.
It's so ridiculous.
It has gotten, later 24 short, Yeah. Where you're like, hey, we sent the guy from Washington to New York. Oh, he's here in an hour? It takes a little bit longer than that.
I mean, we're jumping time in ridiculous ways, but you can't watch a whole episode of them walking to the north.
Yeah, this is not Lord of the Rings.
This ain't Lord of the Rings, exactly. You can't watch the whole episode of them walking.
I think the issue was earlier.
Or sailing.
Earlier, there were so many story threads still out there that you're like, okay, they're going to go to King's Landing. We'll focus on them when they get back. It'll be 2 episodes. Now it's, okay, so here's the storyline. Got to speed it up somehow. And at least they admitted it. They cracked a joke. Like when Jon Snow arrived, he's like, the winds were favorable. Cracking the joke of, we realized I got here real fast.
Yeah. We're doing this on purpose to facilitate storytelling.
Because we have 8 episodes left and the show's done, okay?
Yeah, we've got a lot of stories still to tell. So yeah, I think it's going to be great. I can't wait to see how this season wraps up. I can't wait to see tonight's episode. Man.
When does the next season start?
It'll be next year.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if we had to wait that long or if they were going to do 6 months.
No, they have to. They still haven't started filming. But they have to wait until the winter. They have to film all of this in the winter now.
Fair enough.
Because the winter is here.
Yeah. Unlike The Walking Dead, where they pansy out on the best part of the comics, Game of Thrones is like, hey, we're going to film in winter.
We're filming in winter.
And they do. You give me that look. The Walking Dead does pansy out. The TV show has not shown.
I don't watch The Walking Dead anymore.
Has not shown.
I stopped after season 2.
Winter.
Yeah.
And winter was the best part of the comics.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, but I don't watch Walking Dead anymore. I don't even know what's going on.
Negan. And that's all you need to know.
That's fine. Yeah.
Negan.
That's all you need to know.
I watched season 1 with Tara, and it was grueling to try to get through it, and I was like, I just don't like zombies.
See, there was a couple episodes in season 1, though, that I really enjoyed. I liked the opener. I liked the very first episode of the show. I thought it was great representation of Walking Dead as a comic series. Then they lost me somewhere around 4 or 5.
Yeah, when it went away from the comics. Now they're going back.
When they went to the CDC and stuff, it's just no.
And now they're away. Now they're going back to the comics, and it's not about the zombies. Now that Negan's shown up, zombies are just kind of there. And I'm like, this is what makes the show good. It's a shame that, AMC's not paying their producers and creators what they should be. But,
yeah.
I mean,
they all live comfortably.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Robert Kirkman's not hurting.
Well, Robert Kirkman was not hurting before the TV show.
But
I'm just throwing that out there.
Here's the thing. It doesn't matter about hurting or not. It's very odd. I have should people get paid as much money as they get to be actors and actors? Should you get $100 million, $10 million for an episode of TV? I don't know.
I don't think they get $10 million for an episode.
You're looking at about $30 million an episode for Robert Kirkman.
For Kirkman?
What?
Yeah.
He's a creator.
Yeah, that's what it's... Yeah.
He's not an actor. You're talking about the actor.
Big Bang Theories get more than that. They get $80 million an episode
Big
each.
Bang Theory is a bigger show.
It doesn't matter. But it does. What I'm saying is...
It does matter.
Shut up and let me finish my point. My point is not do they deserve to get paid that much. My point is this: you deserve to get paid what you're owed. And it doesn't matter how much money it is.
Rodger wants a salary cap. That's what he's saying.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying you signed a contract to Robert Kirkman saying you'd pay him this much money and you're not doing it. It doesn't matter if it's $1 million or $250 million. You said you'd pay him what you owe him. Pay him what you owe. It doesn't matter if he's living comfortably or not. You owe him that money.
Sure, I mean, breach of contract is a thing, and if he was so inclined, he could sue them for that.
He is. That's what's happening.
In all reality, though, like I said, he works for Image Comics. The man owns every piece of property he's written.
Yep.
He is the creator who owns Walking Dead. So anytime Walking Dead is used as marketing, as television, anytime his property is used, he gets paid. Whether he's writing episodes of the show or issues of the comic, it doesn't matter. He's getting paid every time that medium is seen.
Speaking of Image Comics, Todd McFarlane is still plugging away very slowly on the Spawn reboot movie.
I don't think it's that slowly anymore.
It's still slow. He's like, look, first draft of the script. Okay, where's your funding? Who's releasing it? Who's doing any of that? It's still in development hell.
He doesn't care.
No, I think you know what? If he wanted to do it right, maybe it's time Image does what Marvel does what Marvel does, and be like, all right, fuck it.
The Image comics don't have a shared universe. That's the thing. There are so many comics that aren't in the same universe. The only thing that's part of Spawn at all is what Angela did and Haunt.
Yeah, but hold on.
Those are the only 2 comics that are part of the Spawn universe.
Hold on. What I was saying was this: Image, just make your own film line. Don't worry about making a connected universe. Just release it and do it yourself.
I mean, sure.
Go that route. I would love to see a Savage Dragon movie.
Oh my god, that would be so lame.
That would be awesome.
That would be so lame.
80s camp to the max.
Savage Dragon's not a good comic.
I didn't say it was, but I'd love to see the movie. Right up there with the Good Turtles movie, man. 80s cheese to the max. Do it. Wetworks.
I don't know. I don't know if
Spawn.
I mean, but the popularity of R-rated things cannot be denied, right? We had Deadpool, we had Logan. These are both
and we
R-rated
had a good
films.
Spawn movie.
No, it didn't.
That movie was decent for what it was.
The live-action Spawn movie?
Yeah,
that was terrible. It was a terrible movie.
No.
Whoever thought John Leguizamo should play Clown?
John Leguizamo did an awesome job as
No, he
Clown.
didn't. It was terrible.
Oh my god, I'm going to cut your hair.
Oh, you're a bad person.
You're a bad person.
I don't know what Martin Sheen was thinking.
Martin Sheen loved doing that role, and you could tell he was having so much fun.
First of all, I could find you an interview with Martin Sheen where he says that he regrets doing the Spawn film because
I
I've
wasn't
watched
having
it.
fun doing it. There's a lot of things I've had fun doing in the past that I regret. Okay?
Michael Jai White also regrets it.
So that doesn't mean it wasn't bad. It was a good movie.
It was a bad movie.
It was a good movie.
It was a bad movie. You got rose-colored glasses on or something. Man.
Oh
Watch
my
that movie
God.
now. It's a bad
I
movie.
will watch that movie any day of the week.
Go watch it
Netflix
tonight.
right
it's
now.
a bad movie.
I'll watch it right now. Fuck it. Pull it up, Chris. Let's watch Spawn.
Man. You're a crazy person.
Spawn was good, damn it.
No, the HBO Spawn animated series was
better.
fantastic.
It was awesome.
No, it was better than the movie.
The movie was terrible.
I said it was better than the movie.
The movie was terrible.
I'm giving you the cartoon was better than the movie. The movie was still good.
The cartoon was fantastic.
It was a very good cartoon.
Shut your face. You shut your face.
And if you watch Game of Thrones, you've probably got HBO now, or you're doing something illegal. It's on HBO now.
It's on Hulu.
Spawn?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It should be. It was on. That's where I watched it.
Spawn's on
It's
it's
on
The
HBO.
HBO pull their stuff from Hulu too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Once they made their streaming service available to all users, regardless of what your particular system was, because you pay for your HBO account through the Hulu account, but they're not the same. There are separate accounts. You have to use HBO Now separately from Hulu.
Damn it. Like, I actually have HBO because I pay for cable, but
Sure.
I don't want to log into a whole nother HBO account and do all that.
Some of the greatest shows from old HBO stuff are on there, like Mr. Show with Bob and David's on there.
Yeah, and it used to be
so
on
good.
Hulu. Like, what I loved about Hulu was my plan was to recreate my Saturday morning youth. Watch X-Men, Spider-Man, and then kick it off with like a Spawn episode. Whatever.
You gotta fit DuckTales and Darkwing Duck and Tailspin
Let's
in there
do
too.
it all. Fuck. Get a big
Roger
bowl of
wakes up
cereal.
at 6 o'clock on Saturday mornings.
Get a
and
big
he's
bowl
like,
of cereal. Hulu it. You know. In my Spider-Man PJs.
I
I'll
bought,
buy a pair.
I
bought
still
some-
have Spider-Man PJs.
I do as well. I bought some Cinnamon Life this week. I love that cereal for some reason.
I've never eaten Life cereal in my life.
You know why?
You're not really missing out all that much.
You're not. It's all about French Toast Crunch.
It's not that good, but you eat it because it feels good.
All right.
No.
I do.
All right.
What's your favorite breakfast cereal?
Apple Jacks.
Ooh, Apple Jacks are good.
I like Fruity Pebbles and Reese's Puffs.
I like Sugar Smacks, but no one else agrees with me on that.
Sugar Smacks aren't
smack,
bad.
Sugar smack. Give him a smack and I'll smack you back. Come on, no,
love
nobody.
Sugar Smacks.
That was the Sugar Snack.
I also love Waffle Crisp.
Waffle Crisp was good. Honey Nut Checks were really good.
I was too poor for Honey Nut Chicks growing up. Like my
I used to get rice checks.
they
were cheap.
Yeah, no. Like growing up.
In fact, I think I have a box of rice checks on the top of my refrigerator right now.
Growing up, my cereal came in bags. You
Sure,
know?
yeah, sure.
The Malto Meal bags.
The Malto Meal cereals were great.
Oh my god, yeah. They had the blueberry muffin cereal that was so good.
They have s'more cereal now.
Yeah, they were basically just like cheaper versions of all the cereals you loved anyway, like Fruit Loops
in a bigger
Fruity Pebbles.
bag.
But they were bigger. Yeah, you got more for less.
You didn't get a toy, but you didn't care.
Nah, it's the month.
No, but the toy would have been nice.
And the best part about that bag was when you were like, about halfway through, you can just pour the milk in the bag and save a bowl.
Oh my god! I never did that. I've never done that. Can you see him sitting watching cartoons with the bag of cereal, like awkwardly trying to hold it?
He's just holding the bag like this.
Yeah, like straight up just.
That's depressing. He has a serving spoon.
It's like a horse's feed
Don't make
bag.
fun of how he eats cereal.
Here, we'll just strap it around your head. Go to town.
That would have been so much better.
Oh my god.
We gotta go.
All right, guys. Do me a favor. Go to SlugFestGames.com. Okay? Oh my gosh. .com/ETG. My bad. SlugFestGames.com/ETG. They are the people that brought you Red Dragon Inn, The Battle for Greyport, High Noon Saloon, and Fishing for Terrorists.
Guys, another thing I need you to do.
We missed the middle of the episode one, so we're doing this at the end.
What?
I just realized that.
Hey, hold on. I'm still whoring ourselves out. Hey guys, what else I need you to do is go to cloud9comicsandmore.com. They actually have a website.
They actually have a website.
Cloud9comicsandmore.com. Give a big shout out to Paul out there. If you're looking to sell or buy,
Give him a call.
give him a call. Yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff.
What's his phone number?
314-691-2864.
And they basically carry a little bit of everything. You can get graded comics, you can get loose issues, you can get posters, you can get toys, all of it. Somebody was going to be selling them a Death Trooper helmet that we...
Maybe.
Maybe.
We don't know what
if
happened
they
there.
did it.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah, guys, seriously, check out Cloud9 Comics and More. Give Paul a call at 314-691-2864.
Jason, what did you just pick up from Cloud9? You were telling us about it earlier.
I picked up a lot of CGC stuff from Cloud9 recently.
What did you pick up?
So I got
A little more
No.
Star
A little bigger.
yes. I picked up an original 1977 Star Wars movie theater poster. It's from.
Boom.
It's great.
I want a Jaws poster. Make that happen.
I'll try to make that happen. I'll see what I can do.
You can do that with Cloud9 Comics and More, though.
Absolutely.
After you're done with that, go to entertainthegeeky.com. You can follow us on all of our social media there.
Like, comment, subscribe.
All of it. And guys, as always, stay geeky.
One more thing.
What?
Hey, let us know in the comments below what your favorite breakfast cereal growing up was. I kind of want to know.
Yeah.
Fruity Pebbles.